How y'all doing? So apparently, House Republicans voted down a bill, struck down a bill against white terrorism locally. Wonder why? See, because the real terrorists are here in this country, in all phases of life: policing, schooling, education, doctors, lawyers, the whole nine. White supremacy is in all factors of life. You just don't know because there's a lot of acting that goes on. There's a reason why they don't want real history taught in schools. There's a reason why they promote Jim Crowism. There's a reason why the NRA, they're in bed with the guns, why they have projects and hoods and ghettos where they have billboards of liquor, billboards of alcohol, the reason why they push agendas in different places. It's all tied to keep things right, white, however you want to call it. The agenda is real. You get hip to it when you start to see how they pass laws and uh, push agendas to suit wherever they are. But that 18-year-old boy, young man, terrorist, racist, murderer, killer in Buffalo, was sent on a mission. The Jim Crow script book has been passed down. Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, I can go on. Fox News, these people, Tucker Carlson, all the agenda, all these hands have been in on it. Rush Limbaugh, all them hands been on it. All of them. There's a laundry list of hands on them. Rudy Giuliani too. Yeah, a lot of them. Been pushing this agenda. It happens in every form of the things that you see. That's why the NBA doesn't have Black Lives Matter put on their logos this year. They got selector signs. They because they don't really care. They did it enough because they knew they was wrong with George Floyd, but they thought, okay, the coast is clear. We need to make money because we really don't care. We use you to pimp you on these fields. We use you to pimp you to sell these jerseys and this merch. However, we don't want to deal with the psychological dynamics at work. That's what's the agenda. That's what you see. That's how it manifests and comes to be. So no, the House Republicans, none of them, and them Democrat Dixie cracks ain't gonna do it either. Joe Biden ain't gonna never. They're never gonna push no legislation to address the real terrorists, which are in America with three Ks, as I always tell you. Because if they were to do that, it'd be really explosive. They know good and well that this has been going on and on and on. The legalized genocide against black people in America. And they do this in all forms of life to keep things as they are. Don't let the tokenism of Kamala Harris or Supreme Court Justice or some tokenism in Hollywood or some crap fool you. They still treat you like you should be lucky to get the prize. But what prize are you getting if they selling you out and they keeping you out from the bigger picture? And the bigger picture is really understanding a united, because we never had a United States. We've had a divided states. That's what they should call it, the divided states of America. It ain't been united. If you had a United States, you wouldn't have ghettos and projects and hoods. You wouldn't have a race of people that have to beg, plead, ball, hustle, watch their backs just to get a half of a coin, which they're owed so much more when other countries have been in collusion against. And I do use that word collusion a lot because that's what Colin Kaepernick went through with the racist NFL and the racist music industry and the racist film industry, the racist school system. All the political agenda is tied. And that's how they get you. So this all ties in together. It all ties in together. They don't want the truth to come out to who's the real terrorist. Who's the one who starts wars? Who's the one who pushes in charge? Who's cutting checks to Ukraine right now? Yeah, that ties in all that because they would rather co-sign something than to address the real issues. And so I'm not surprised the House Republican Party doesn't want to talk about domestic terrorists against white terrorists, because if they were to do that, they'd have to admit that some of their uncles, cousins, nephews, kinfolks, they real skin folks is in for the blood, and they have no love. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and you know where America's heading. Last days of time, revelations, and that's how they propose with rose-colored glasses to look the other way against what's blatantly there. And this white boy in Buffalo is no different than Timothy McVeigh and David Nichols. No different. Or the slave masters that call themselves presidents, or the same government, or the police catchers. It's all tied as one. It's just that they choose to put labels on certain folk. Remember that. I'm out.